Welcome to this little sequence. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes and is intended for you to help you to stress less. So let's jump right into it. I know that you're busy and short on time. Just close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath in. Let it out through your mouth. Soften your shoulders. Take one more breath, inhale. And exhale. Relax your neck. And then one more breath, inhale. Hold it here. And let it go now. And then blink your eyes open and hop onto your hands and knees. I'm gonna get started here with a little bit of cat and cow. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and we're gonna come into cat pose, rounding your back as you exhale. And then into cow pose, arching your back as you inhale. Really lovely movement for your spine, which you can do anytime, not only when you do this session, but anytime during your day when you need a little bit of love for your spine. This is a great thing to do. Take one more time, exhale. You can't really do this too long. For the purpose of this class is we're just gonna do like a 10-12 minute practice. Gonna keep it short, but you can go longer if you want to. Come to a neutral position. Now take your left arm and slide the left arm underneath your right armpit. And you can either stay here, push the left arm a little bit into the floor just to get some traction for your left upper arm and left shoulder. Or if you want, you can take the right arm over the right ear and stretch it forward. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale. Expand your lungs and then exhale. Great, then come back to the center. Gonna take the left arm forward, the right leg back into a very gentle core work. So my goal with these short sessions is to give you a moment for yourself, but also to give the opportunity to do something for the whole body. So to stretch kind of almost all body parts and to strengthen a little bit all of the body parts. So a little bit of core work, make sure to engage the belly. One more breath, and then release. So let's do the other side. Take the right arm, sweep it under the left armpit. Soften the head down, make sure the neck is in a comfortable position. So don't try to look up to the sky. Just kind of look down to your arm. And then maybe push the right arm gently into the floor. Rolling your chest open to the left, whilst taking a few deep breaths. And then let's bring it back to the center. And now we are going to stretch the right arm forward and bring the left leg back. So make sure that you keep the belly engaged. It's very easy here to kind of drop into the lower back like this, but instead bring the navel in, engage the lower belly. And make sure that you keep breathing, because that's something that we easily forget as well when we get into a hard, difficult position. It is a little bit challenging. The breath goes straight away, so keep that in mind. And then slowly release. Okay, from here I would like to bring ourselves into downward facing dog for a moment. If downward facing dog is too challenging for you for today and you wish to take something a little bit more gentle, then just drop the knees and take puppy pose instead, which is this one. Kind of like down dog but on your knees. But for your stronger days, I recommend doing downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet a little bit. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Push the hands into the floor, spread the fingers. And then drop the knees and step your right leg forward into a lunge. We're gonna come up and, oops, make sure that you come up high enough so that you can lengthen the lower back a little bit so that you don't end up in a very big curve here. So I want you to come up a little bit, push the pubis forward, and then just stay here for a moment. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands behind you, stretch your knuckles back. And then right arm to right leg and left arm up and over to your right into a side stretch. And that will free up the intercostal muscles, the area of your ribs gets really sticky and just makes space for your lungs so you can breathe deeper and have more space in that area. Coming back to the center. Gonna step it back to downward facing dog or just to tabletop position. And switch sides. So if you can't step all the way forward with your foot, then you can just take your hand and just bring that foot forward. Come up. Drop down, but not too much. So make sure that you push that pubis bone forward, that you lengthen the lower back. And bring your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers the other way around now. And stretch your knuckles back. Then bring your left hand, left arm to the left thigh. Take your right arm up and over and stretch over to the side. Perfect. Gonna come back to the center, bring the hands down, step the left leg back into downward facing dog. And let's take one round of vinyasa. So coming forward to a plank position. And you have two possibilities here. Either you come down with the legs straight, if you are able to come down with the hips, belly, and chest at the same time to the floor. Otherwise, drop the knees and keep the elbows close to your body. Drop down and really arrive at the same time with all these body parts to the floor. Inhale, take a little cobra pose, still keeping the shoulders nice and back and the elbows close to your body. And you can do this like a little cobra like this, or if you want, you can come up a little bit higher, but just do what feels good for your body. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm showing you all the different possibilities so you can choose what you need. Go with your intuition. And then from here, we are going back to downward facing dog. And we're gonna walk our feet forward to the front of the mat. Hanging here for a second. And then we're gonna roll up to standing, taking care that we have even weight on both feet as we roll up, bending the knees and keeping your belly engaged as you roll up to standing. And now I want to take one balancing pose into the mix. So it's going to be tree pose. Bring the left leg up first. Keep the right foot on the floor. I'm mirroring you. So I'm doing the other side, but you taking the left leg up, taking the knee out to the side, push the chest up to the sky, bring your hands in front of the heart. Now, if your shoulders are not too tired today, then you can take your arms up. But if you feel really tired in your upper arms because maybe you're breastfeeding, maybe you have been carrying around, a toddler, for whatever reason, if your shoulders are tight, I prefer if you just keep your hands in front of your heart. And if you have the energy and the strength today, then you can bring your arms up. Okay, we're gonna release that and simply switch to the other side. Leg up. You can bring it to the inner thigh. Don't bring it to the knee, either below the knee or above the knee, but not right on the knee, because we're gonna push foot and leg into each other here. Bringing the hands in front of your heart. Bring your arms up if you want to. Belly is active, maybe even the pelvic floor. One more breath, curl your lips up into a smile. And then slowly release, bring the hands back down. And we are going to reach our arms up as you breathe in, exhaling to fold forward. Push into your shins or thighs, lengthen out your spine. And then step the right leg back. Good. We're gonna stay here for a second. Left knee is straight, right leg is back. And we're just kind of lengthening the spine here. Take another breath. And then drop the right knee down. Exhale to stretch the left knee. And inhale to come forward. And just a few times back and forth. Exhale, go with the breath. And inhale, come forward. It's important to synchronize your movement and your breath. Yoga is a lot about breath. Connects us to our deeper self and helps to calm down the mind. Take one more round. Inhale. And then exhale, lift the right knee off again. Come back to the point where we started. Keep your fingertips on the ground, or you can use a couple of books to put your hand on them, or if you have a yoga block as well. And then take the left arm up to the sky. Roll the right shoulder back. Pull the right shoulder blade down to the floor, towards the hips. One more breath. And then release, bringing the hand back down. And step the right leg back forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhaling to fold back down. And we're gonna step the left leg back. Folding over the right leg. If your fingertips don't reach the floor, you can use something to lift yourself up a little bit, like a couple of books or some cans of beans or something like that. And then drop the left knee down. Inhale into this lunge and then exhale into, this is called half Hanumanasana, half splits. Inhale and exhale. Go in your own time, synchronize the movement with your own breath, not necessarily with mine. Exhaling. And inhale. And then lift the left knee off the floor again. Stretch the right knee. Gonna keep the left fingertips on the ground and take your right arm up towards the sky. Keep smiling and breathing. And then as you exhale, release. Take the knee down, step the right knee back. And let's bring the hands flat on the mat. Come forward and lower down slowly and consciously. Then bend both knees and grab your ankles with your hands. Variation one is to just push with your feet into your hands and kind of pull your chest up. And if you want to do a little bit more, then you're going to start lifting the thighs off the floor. Don't let the knees spray out to the side. Spray out, how do you say that? But you're going to keep the knees in, okay? And about hip distance apart, pushing back. This is quite a pose, very energizing. And an exhale, release. Push yourself back into tabletop position. Stay in this neutral position with your spine for a second. Take a breath. And then from here, separate your knees and pull back into child's pose. Bring your forehead down, relax your arms, relax your head. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here. Acknowledging that you showed up for yourself, made this decision to do something to feel better. And that you feeling better will reflect out into the world. So it's gonna make only you happy. It's gonna actually make everyone affect who is surrounded, who you are surrounded with, especially your family. So from here, slowly come up. Blink your eyes open, and I hope that from here you'll go on with the rest of your day with a little bit less overwhelm and more energy and calm. Thanks for practicing.